Hey YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Infinity here. Today, I'm going to do something a little different. So what I am doing is I am currently doing spark plugs on my Elantra GT. So, what you're going to need is a 5/8 socket with the spark plug grommet inside with the rubber to be able to pull your spark plugs. And what size extension is this? I think this is a 3 or a 4-inch extension. You don't need something super crazy, you just need something simple. And a simple hand ratchet works great. And the only other thing you will need, more than likely, is either a 10mm socket or a 10mm box end wrench. Now the reason I'm saying I would use a wrench instead of necessarily a socket is because on some of these, as you can see on these coil packs, or just coils, that they have these small little holes on the top there. And so you're gonna get these little screws down here out of those. Now for the first 3 cylinders, you got cylinder 1, 2, and 3. Real simple, real easy to pull them out. You can use a socket, it's not gonna be too hard. This last coil, number 4, is gonna be a little harder because you have this line right here. I don't know if it's going to come through on the camera very well, but if I hold my hand here, you'll be able to see it a little better. That kind of blocks you from getting down onto that screw. So what I ended up doing is I took my 10mm box end wrench and did a little trick here with these where you can use the different wrenches to kind of lock together and get yourself a little more leverage on it. So I got that guy out. And another thing is with this coil, the way it sits in here, as you can tell, it's not really wanting to go down more than right here. And that's kind of a problem because it's supposed to sit flush. So what I ended up doing is I pried that guy off, and if you use a little screwdriver, something like this, to stick in there, and you just want to real lightly pry it. And I took some pliers, had them underneath like this to help get some leverage on there. If you just real easily, I wouldn't recommend trying this with some brute force. Now this is gonna take a little more finesse. But if you do that, you can kind of pop that guy out of there. And real simple, real easy. You don't gotta break nothing, you don't gotta take much apart. But once you get all that out, you're good to go and replace your spark plugs. And just a little example here. These are the original spark plugs in this car from when it was purchased. I am the second owner, I believe. And as you can tell, there is some heat soak coming through. And on the bottom here, you can't really tell, but it is a little bit burnt. So, my recommendations is about every 50 to 60,000 miles, depending on what your driving style is and what exactly you're doing with your car. But other than that, you know, it's real simple and easy. You just take those spark plugs out, make sure you get the correct stuff, the dielectric grease and all, to be able to put everything back together. And it should just be a simple, like 30-minute job. Feel free to have any questions listed down in the comments. And other than that, have a good one.